All right. We are cooking. What's going on, everybody? Going over here, Fit Smelling Constrictors, and I have a guest, Andrew, DEA Exotics.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Now, I don't know if it actually went live yet. There it goes.
Yeah, no, we're up there. I can see it.
Okay,
I can see it.
That works. Sweet. I don't know if it actually went live yet. There it goes.
Yeah, no, we're up there.
I have to turn my TV down. Sweet. Look at that echo going. I'll take care of that. Very professional here.
It happens. It happens. I got to put glasses on so I can see comments. Otherwise, I'm blind.
See, that's what I didn't think about. So I won't be able to hear Andrew all that well like that.
You should get yourself a pair of headset.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig mine up. I wasn't thinking about that. I didn't think I actually was gonna reverb. That's all right. The people can deal with it for 1 second while I look.
Yep.
Hey guys, do I have one of my headsets here?
I think do you have the chat? Oh, never mind. There we go. Never mind. I can see it now.
I don't think I do.
So what's everybody up to today?
Yeah, I don't either. Boy. Well, it wasn't going to be a super long one anyway, only because with the Bates and your mom having to go to work early. And 1 second, everybody, I'm still working on this so you don't hear a bunch of reverb from Andrew. I don't remember what I did with it. I knew I had the PS4 one here. I just need the headset. Yeah, I'm all there.
Didn't say a word, Andrew. Didn't say a word, bud. Glasses are a little crooked, I guess.
I got everything else tonight, too. Sorry, everybody, like I said. They're still looking for my headset.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
And I don't see the comments up there on the...
That's because you got to hit... I could see them because you got to hit the word comments. See, it says private chat and comments. It was on private chat.
My son.
I'm sorry.
He was setting it up.
I thought you were talking to me. Mason, how are you? Everything's going good with me, Mason. Grays, how are you doing? Justin.
All right.
Lexi, how's everybody doing?
That's a lot better. We should
Sherry,
be good.
how are you doing?
We should be good. I had some running in the background. Sorry, everybody. This should be a lot better now. So, Andrew, thank you for joining me here this evening. I told people we were going to fight, and that's kind of true and kind of not true. I want to say hi to Donna, and I see Mason out there. I see Gray's Reptiles. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Mr. J. Justin. I seen Chris in there earlier, and my Animal House Justin in there earlier as well. Sherry, hello. Anybody I'm forgetting, I'll see you and say something shortly. When I say argue, like just before we went live, me and Andrew were discussing some things, and we kind of figure it like this. See, we both are just on the other side of that line with about almost everything. You know what I mean? Like not almost everything, but a lot of things. But the one main thing that we kind of have in common is that we don't judge each other on our opinions or, or our beliefs or anything that's, your self stuff is yours. You know what I'm saying? What I know about Andrew is that he loves his family and he takes care of his family and they love him. So that really lets me know who he is. So it's okay if I don't believe in ghosts and Andrew does. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's had circumstances I have. It doesn't matter. It's not what we're getting at here. But what I'm saying is that doesn't determine our friendship. So when we argue, we've had some pretty good arguments, I would say. Some yelling at each other, arguments. And every phone call ends the same way. All right, take care, love you, man, everything. We're always, we know, so if you hear us arguing here, please don't take that and hold that against us, because understand that we're still friends at the end of the day. You all might be upset with one or each other of us, but we're talking afterwards and you guys aren't. So it's not one of those situations.
Just if you don't agree with me or you don't agree with Youper here, don't unsubscribe from our channel because we have good content.
You should always agree with me, and I understand if you don't agree with Andrew. I get it. You know,
yeah, that's funny.
We're not going to unsubscribe to you all. Is what he's trying to say.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you have to be able to do that, and friends have to be able to put you in check sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes, you know, I try really hard not to go overboard with things or really go into things, and then you have a tendency to kind of start branching off, and you're going out of your league with stuff. Like you're not talking facts anymore. You're just talking more how you feel about it. Your opinion.
Yeah, that's what happens. You start off on facts and work your way off them pretty easy.
And into your opinion, you know what I mean? And your opinion all of a sudden becomes facts, you know? So you have to be, you know, those things happen. And I think me and Andrew both realize that. So it makes it easy.
Like the great COVID debate that one day.
Yeah, I don't even remember any of it. Honestly.
I don't either. It was funny.
Got done. I wiped the sweat off, you know, I woke up the wife. I was like, I'm in the mood, you know, a nice anger going, oh my God.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. That's pretty funny stuff.
Well, thank you, Greg. I'm glad you wouldn't unsubscribe. Yeah, sometimes they're not super friendly. Sometimes we get arguing with each other, you know, like, you know, it's one of those things where you feel real passionate about a circumstance because it's hitting you and affecting you differently than it's affecting like somebody else. So to them, you know, our debate with that COVID was, and you all feel free to comment about it. Our debate with the COVID was is that in his area, it was more of a everybody's got it thing. And
which you're still doing. It's still going out of control.
In my area, it was more of nobody's got it, but everybody needs to get back to work. Like life has to happen now. And that's what I cared about. I'm like, you know, I care about the people that are susceptible and have a worse, but that's where we should be focusing how to take care of, not focusing on all the healthy people that could get it and get through it. We should be focusing on them and stopping their lives. My opinion was, you know, this, but again, he was being affected with sickness and I was being affected with the poverty around. So we both had strong feelings about it, which made it such a great argument. We should recreate that one day.
That was a good argument. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. And we both left happy. That was so awesome. We've never had, and we've had a lot of arguments, and we've never had an argument where we're like, oh, I'm making a video about Andrew tomorrow.
I do know one thing that we are both on the same page about 100% guaranteed, and that's our hater. You and I are on the same page with our hater. So
he actually attacked both of our wives, which is so weird because they really have nothing to do with
it. One at the same time.
Like, why?
I think it was the same video, wasn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, we definitely agree with that. A lot of people really do. But that's the problem I had with that one person. You know, I like that one person that you had on as a guest. Again, we're not going to go dropping names because I don't drop links. And I do like this person. I think he's a good person. But he's one of those people that was a hanger-on for a long time with that. And still to this day, I've never heard, hey, man, you know what? Sorry, I believe the hype and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it bummed me out because I thought we had a pretty good friendship, you know. So I'm still waiting for that. Hopefully he watches one day and says, I think he's talking about me. Let me just give him a little sorry.
You're probably going to get a thumbs down now for this video just because we mentioned that.
That's all right. That's
still an interaction, though. So.
I don't wish anybody any bad on anybody. Even the jerk, I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. I just don't want him nowhere around me.
Yep. That's the way to look at it.
Win the lottery, change your life with it. I'm good. I don't know why people have to hate Justin because it's boring being happy all the time. Honestly, you haven't had one of those days where you walked in and that lady was just too damn happy on the other side of the counter. You know?
Well, here's what I think people do hating for is because they have something's wrong in their life and they can't deal with it, so they have to make other people's lives try to make them miserable or try to upset them to take the attention off of their problems.
Definitely a release of some sort, I'm sure. I mean, it is for me anyway. I mean, it is when I get upset and irritable. I mean, I've caught myself being a pretty big turd from time to time.
You? No.
No, I have. It's true. I don't get candy or nothing, but I thought about it. Halloween's coming up. There's the COVID thing. How do they expect you not to steal kids' candy when this day you're supposed to wear a mask?
Yeah. Crazy.
So I know the debates are going on. I think they start already, or do they start like another hour or something?
I don't know. But
I wasn't expecting a giant audience because I forgot all about the debates. And not that I forgot about it. It's Thursday night at 7. I go live. That's what happens. And then my wife has to go in 2 hours early. I thought my son Liam, say hello, Liam.
Hey, what's up?
I thought
he said that wrong. He said he's supposed to say hello, Liam.
Right. LJ, say hi.
Hello.
And he did that one wrong too. He's supposed to say LJI.
Eli, say hello.
Hello.
He said hello. He just whispered it though.
I heard it. But what got me was with your live stream last time, you said, we'll discuss it next Thursday, and you got right off.
Yeah, I'm really bad. I gotta go. Like, it's funny. All my friends back in Florida, I say back home, back in Florida, always said the same thing. They always say that you never say goodbye. Like, when you go, you just like all of a sudden you're gone. Yeah, you say I'm like the reverse Mr. Deeds Butler. I don't know if you ever seen that movie, but like
maybe
like when he turns around and the butler's like right there, and he's like, "Man, how'd you know I was gonna call you?" But I'm the opposite. I'm like, I'm there 1 second, and then you turn back around, and I'm gone. I don't say goodbye. I'm just like, all right, I'm done, and I'm out. I'm always bad like that. I got a horrible closing. Hey, if we ever do some videos together and stuff, you can do the end. I'll just do the intro. You can close it because I'm really bad like that. All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Click, click, click.
Yeah, that's what you did last time. We'll discuss it on Thursday. Click.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, who I mess with all the time, and I love it. What's going on, Hissy Fit? How you doing, Doug?
Hey.
The one guy I love to mess with, Pete. I didn't know Pete joined. Madman, hello, hello. Pete Van Bleek. I tell you, if he's probably one of my longer subscribers. Pete has. He's been around for a long time, and I talk about you all the time, Pete, too. Like your name in my house, so you know. He's always watching my videos. Always been cool with me, no matter what's going on. Always been just honest and cool. Always give you his honest opinion like that. Doug, it's good to see you. I've been seeing you've been doing some YouTube work, man. Good to see you. That's always good. I have to have you on too. I ask all the hard questions. Sorry, I won't yell because I forget this mic's picks up pretty good. But J-Dog in the house? Good. How you doing, J-Dog? Glad to see you. Austin Bowes, Mike, how you doing? Your frame's all broken up. It was sitting right here, but they built a new room down below my building. My building's built like back in the 1800s. And this is all original stuff down there. And it's just like this crazy, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a Prohibition cave wall room where he kind of made it a little special room down there. It's a whole game room he's setting up. I'll take you all down there for a video one day. But anyway, back to Andrew. Again, regardless of me and Andrew argue all the time, I respect him, who he is as a father and a husband, and he's good. Like, that's how I can tell a person is. You know what I mean? If you're hanging out with somebody and they got a wife and kids and they're trying to be at your house more than they're trying to be at their house, that tells you a lot. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're not too great to your family. But that's how I judge it. Doug, he's made sacrifices. Another good guy. Unfortunately, I did a nice interview with Doug and stuff when all that crap was going down with that person, and like we were just talking about a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
And Doug did a video with me, and I told him, you might want to just hold off on that video because I'm catching a lot of crazy hate from a lot of weird areas. And, of course, we all found out what the truth was. Justin from my Animal House, how you doing, man? Yeah, this shout out video coming for you pretty soon, too. Yeah. A lot of your tips I've been putting into play that I pick up as you talk about them, all these little YouTube tips, they pay off. So if you don't know, sorry, I'm going to plug them right now too. Go check my Animal House out. Just watch his stuff and listen to him talk because he'll throw out some really good stuff out throughout the videos about how you can kind of get your views up and things like that and how these algorithms work, which is a big headache for me. Blackbird, how you doing?
That's what I don't get. The algorithms, they blow my mind.
Exquisite Exotics, how are you doing? I don't know if I can flip over there. Yes, I can. I want to do something.
Yeah, Justin on my Animal House, I like his stuff. I watch it. I like it. I can't always comment because either it's on and, I got on my phone and I don't.
Oh, my God.
I watch it.
Yeah. What's going on, Matt?
Great. Matt, how are you doing?
A couple big dogs joining my little fun here.
Matt, it's been a while since I've seen you around, Matt. You haven't. Usually you pop into mind, but I've been doing them at a different time now, and that's my live streams, and then I want to stop doing them for a long time. So, but I'm back.
No introduction going to Matt, because everybody should really know who he is.
Yeah, they should know who he is.
Since I just floated Doug's boat a few minutes ago, I'll give you a little bit of a push. Matt is Olympus Reptiles, because you don't know.
Yep. There he's now. It's Olympus Reptile. He come up with Olympus Reptile.
Just a straight up person. So if he says it, he means it.
Yep.
I've only met out of the larger breeders. I know a lot of them, and I would say he was a larger breeder, especially known. Very few of them are just an honest, like I tell you the opinion, even if it's going to hurt your feelings a little bit, to benefit you. So I appreciate that. That's why I like you. Although I'm not, I don't comment on your stuff all the time, but I watch.
You know what I like about Matt's channel? When he's doing something.
Listen, we kissed his ass enough. Make it quick.
Okay. No, he just puts it out there the way it is. Like you said, I like that. He's just very honest and he says it the way it is, and you don't give a shit, crap, whatever. Sorry.
No, and he's not one of those guys that shies away from anybody or talk to whoever's going on. You know what I mean? He pops in here, pop in some other random channels and stuff. And there's people out there that people just think are the greatest people in the world, and that's fine. But they don't do that. You know what I mean? No. So that's just a cool thing, and he probably won't be able to keep it up forever. So,
if I was brutally honest with everybody, my channel would be dead.
Well, again, I'll talk about my animal house in a future video, and
Chris,
I guess I got to show everybody the snake, or I don't know if I'm going to have you pick between the two, or if I'm just going to have the one. But by the end of this video, I'll show you the snake that you will possibly be able to win on the very last Thursday of this month at 7 p.m. Central Time when we play Snake-O Plate Go on the Let's Make a Uber deal. So it should be kind of cool. It should be fun. We're still working on all the stuff. But, yeah, so by the end of this video, I'll show you what snake. And again, I actually thought that we were putting a different snake in here, and I didn't realize Jeff was going to wait until he reached a certain amount of subscribers, so I said something before I should have. So I'm just going to kind of be putting something out there. So I'll show you by the end of this video what that is, so y'all know.
Chris Meyendog is in here.
Sorry about that. Sorry, Andrew.
No problem.
If you don't want to go with the snake, you always go with a t-shirt, something like that. If it's something that won't go with your projects or things like that, or you're just not wanting a snake, you can always ask for a t-shirt as well. So,
I don't know who wouldn't go for the snake, because I'll tell you, it doesn't matter if it's a normal snake. If you win it, I would take the snake if I won one. But then I guess some people don't keep animals, so they just prefer, they just like.
Yeah, and and I have some Canadian viewers here. I have like Wally. He's a reptile guy, but he's not a snake guy. His wife's like, no snake. So like don't enter me, but I want to show support. And I was like, no, enter, because you can always get a shirt or something like that. So yeah. So now, are you still interested in those two snakes you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm still interested in them, but I got to wait till spring, because I can't do anything till spring.
Like I said, there's no timeline. I've grabbed them out real quick. You can take a look at them.
Yeah, these are cool, guys. These are. I don't know if anybody knows anything about these, but when they when you breed these and they come, their eggs, they can have like 5 or 6. My glasses are crooked because I'm on my thing here. I got to do it this way to level it out. They can have like 5 to 7. I think it's 5 or 7 different color combinations come out of these two here.
Variable Thayers.
Yep.
There's a lot of names for these.
Actually. They call them Thayer variables. They call them Nievo Lorraine or something like that. I can't remember right off the top of my head.
These are like the little Medusa snakes that they always put in for the Medusa hair and stuff. But yeah, this version. But
when you breed them, you can get that color, which is the buckskin. You can get red ones. You can get orange ones. You can get yellow ones. You can get black ones. You can get bright red ones. There's all different, and all out of just those two. You don't have to have any. They don't have to be. They don't have to have like het for anything. That's just what they do. That's why they call them variable kings.
Yeah, they're pretty insane.
Yeah,
these two are actually the same snake, but you can see the male. I'll never get their heads on the screen really, but they both have different head stamps. They pretty much have the same patterns, just different color. One's lighter than the other, but they totally have different head stamps altogether. Like if you could see the female, and then if we get the male in there. You can see how it's totally different.
The only problem with them is when you first hatch them out. Yeah, you could see the difference. You had them both on there. You could see it. Is trying to get them to eat.
There's a male. Yeah.
Trying to get them to eat when they first hatch out. That's the only trouble there is.
Oh, these guys, these two right here, you're never gonna have a problem feeding them.
No,
that's what anybody else doesn't eat. They'll eat. They're not biters. They're really friendly. They bit LJ the first time, but they bite you if you're going in there to feed. They want that food. They don't feed like ball pythons do. You know what I mean? They're like, give me that. You know. So if you're going in to feed, they might get you by accident. Hello, Royal. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you joining, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, when they first hatch, they're a little tough to get to eat sometimes because they prefer like lizards and stuff like that. So, but you can get them switched over, and once you get them switched on to regular mice and stuff, it's pretty cool. They're pretty cool. And then like the bull snakes I got their attitudes down a little bit.
Well, they eat rat pinks, and they're totally fine with them. I mean, because it's what I breed, and I don't really give them much of a different meal. And they love to eat. Like I said, never once have they've not eaten. Deep in shed, can't even see. They'll still eat.
Yeah.
And don't miss, never miss. I was like, these are the most gluttonous snakes outside of my boa, my big girl. They eat like crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I was surprised when you said you wanted to part with them. I'm like,
Well, you know, I'm not going to breed the clubrids. I'm not going to, you know, hibernate them and all that other stuff. I'm just like time-wise, it would just never work. You know, I want to really focus on what I'm doing right here. And adding all that new stuff to me, clubrids, all that new stuff to me, it would just be too much. That said, I mean, I have other stuff that I'm keeping that I'm not breeding. You know what I mean? Like Western rat, I have forever. And eventually, I want a nice breeding pair of Crebos badly. I mean, that will happen. I don't even want to make a goal or a plan for that right now, though, because I want to really be able to invest what I need to know about these animals. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to take my time with it.
They're crazy eaters.
Hello, Heather.
I like the Crebos. The Yellowtail Crebos are pretty cool. They're crazy eaters. But if you really want to get an interesting snake, you need to get yourself a tiger rat snake.
Tiger rat snake. Why does it sound familiar?
You just got to, and you have to pull it out on every video.
It's one of them. One of those fun ones. The winter gopher snakes.
Yeah, they ain't even the gopher snake ain't even in a picture. Tiger rat snakes get really large, really long, and they like to bite you in the face, and they're just downright crazy animals.
Yeah, Matt. Sticking to a few things. That said, I've been working on. I got like another year to go on this plan, but I'm actually building a nice little thing to get a nice caiman and stuff. Like, could have got one a long time ago, but been watching you all and watching everybody else's for a good year and a half now, 2 years, and picking up on all the little problems you all are running into. So that's in the plans too. But again, I'm not breeding that. That's just, I mean, I get so many people that stop in here all the time to look at stuff. Even today, trying to clean and set up, I'm getting people coming to the door every so many minutes. You know, I'm not open to the public. I'm not a pet store, but there's no snakes around here, so people want to see.
Caimans are it's my dream. It's my dream.
I don't do Christmas mountain gophers. Andrew had one that I love, and he's doing some bull snakes, which I think are very similar.
They're all in the same family. They're all Pichuophis family.
But he is going to be doing some cool stuff, so you're going to go check that out. He's going to be doing some of that.
The best was the giveaway. Was the gopher giveaway with what's it?
Sure, you have to check him out.
Corporal Soto there.
That question was for Andrew. Okay.
Who asked the question? What was it?
He was just asking if you were doing the Christmas mountain gopher snakes.
Oh no, I don't have any right now. The last one I had, I gave the Javier, which was hilarious. That when he opened it up on live, when he was doing his little live stream.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, the caimans do take up a lot of space, and that's another thing I have too. I mean, we've already blueprinted a nice system. I'm working on I got to go see this famous water system, filter system that Justin from My Animal House did with his pond that everybody has watched the video but me, unfortunately. But I hear he's been famous for it. And see if that would kind of work in something like that, because I would definitely want something that's going to kind of help me take care of itself as well. And it would have to be big enough. So we've been working on that. It's got to be elevated so that I can do all draining below and all that kind of stuff. But it's a future possibility thing. We got a lot of plans for it, so I'm sure it will happen one day.
Yeah.
And that's just going to be for the locals. We're in the frozen tundra, 150 miles north of the frozen tundra. So somebody's never going to see a crocodile or a caiman or an alligator and nothing like that. And I grew up with them,
So you're that far away from the tundra? I'm a little bit closer than you are, I think.
Yeah.
See, but I'm lucky too. I'm like Matt and you. Got my own place. I could do. If Cayman, I could got a whole house next door. So that'll.
He has some famous pond filter videos. My Animal House, Justin, go check it out. Sorry to interrupt you, Andrew. I mean,
oh no, that's fine.
And I know there's a delay as it is. So.
Yep, that's fine.
But Justin's giving me a lot of awesome tips. Have you watched his stuff, Andrew?
Yep.
I watched. I make this video about somebody, but he'll talk about some stuff in the middle of the video about, you should try doing this, and I've been implementing some stuff, and I've seen a difference. And so,
yeah, I was watching. I like when he's cleaning his cages and all, and then he starts rambling on. Not rambling, but you know what I mean. He just
tips. He's read some stuff. Mm-hmm. Like I always pass over. I know what he's reading too, and he's like actually understanding a lot of stuff. I just don't have time. You get these newsletters and stuff, and he's taking the time to figure out how to make it work.
I get those all the time, the newsletters.
Yeah, but I don't ever make sense of them. I just kind of skip by. I mean, I realized long ago I wasn't going to get rich off of YouTube, and that I wasn't one of those type of people that could do it, like that. But
amazingly enough,
yeah.
If you want to make money, and if you want to make money doing videos, and you like doing YouTube, you get more money off of TikTok once you get 1,000 subscribers than you do on here. And that's no joke.
I can't figure it out. I have Twitch. The only reason I have Twitch is for, and I don't even play this anymore, but that's how they do the add-ons for WoW now, is through Twitch. So that's the only reason I have Twitch, believe it or not. About to pick up pizza. Take care, brother. Be safe.
See you, Matt.
But
I got nasty weather going on out here. Snowing.
But anyway, Andrew, I do want to talk to you about some stuff, and now these things that I haven't discussed with you, because again, like I told people before, go put you on the spot with some stuff, and there are some questions I have, and I think the way you're going is exactly what needed to happen. So I want you to know that beforehand, so that you don't take this as some sort of judgment. But I'm very curious, and I don't know, was it out of concern, or you just felt like you were going in this one direction when you really knew this other direction was the way you wanted to go? But not too long ago, you really were just getting out of the breeding altogether. You're getting rid of everything. That was going to be how it was. And I wanted to ask you, now, was that for health issues? I know that at the time you were dealing with some stuff, as well as your sister was going through some stuff.
Yeah, well, it was a lot of stuff like that was involved in it. But now I got my stuff situated. My sister's doing much better. She's over her cancer. She's over her brain surgery. Awesome. So we're good there. But yeah, I did slow way down on everything but now I felt like I'm missing something. So I didn't do it this year. I didn't do any breeding this year because of, like I said, with the COVID, I really thought that.
Take care, Greg. Take care, buddy.
I really thought that, and we're still not out of the woods yet, but I really thought that the industry was going to take a major hit, because I've seen it happen before with other things. And I do think that we may hit COVID. We may still get a pretty good hitch going, maybe, but it's hard to say. We got time yet. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I think we're gonna right now, sales are gonna slow down for ball pythons, for everything right now. So, from between now until right after the election, things will definitely gonna slow down for everything with sales.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, that's why they don't have the elections in January and stuff, because people's Christmases and everything would just be total crap,
Shit. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Right. That's why they have it in November. You can say shit. This is all for adults here, and if your children are watching, then you're not doing your job. My children are here, but they've heard me say worse.
I'm sure they have.
And Iron Dog too. They got a good little system going over there. Him and Justin, they got a lot of good videos coming out.
Yep.
Introduced me to so many people. I implore you all to kind of check out new channels. You know, I find so many new channels every day, and things interest me. But
excuse me for 1 second.
how unprofessional!
Hello.
I'm just gonna have to pause him. I don't know if I paused his mic to everybody else, but let's see. When I see that phone go off, I'll take the on pause off his mic. Oh,
I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry.
So
sorry.
professional.
I'm sorry. I'll turn the volume down on that. Then it won't happen no more.
I hope that was your wife.
No, it was my mother. It's my mother, 82 years old.
Okay.
I gotta answer the phone.
Yeah, it's the only other one is your mom, and no other reason. Hey, Chad, how you doing? I believe that's Chad. Is this Chad that worked at the restaurant, Chad? How you doing, Pete? LNC Reptiles, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. Please, everybody, check each other out. Subscribe to each other, even if they don't have videos. We always try to back the community in case you're new. Chad, you're not the person who worked at the restaurant with me. Why didn't we tell Kiss you're going live? Because I'm not wanting you to get the 500. I don't think you can do it. I want you to prove me wrong. You do live about 30 miles from Stevenson. That's cool. Y'all haven't subscribed to Kiss Constrictors. He's trying to get the 500 subscribers before the 29th. The 29th of this month, Jeff. I always bust Jeff's balls. He's so fun to mess with too, and he's another guy again. And you can tell who people are by how they treat the people around them. You know what I mean? That's how you can really see who people are. I can't stand somebody who gets on here and they tell you, and this person don't make videos anymore. He did for a short period. He's gone. But he gets on here and tells you how to do everything, but he doesn't live that. You know what I mean? You can tell people are, by how they treat the people around them. If you heard me say to my wife every time you guys see me on video, hey, grab me a drink. Hey, can you grab me this? And I never said, hey, honey, could you please grab me that? But if you heard me say that every single time, you'd probably think to yourself, you were kind of a jerk. You know what I mean? Like, get up and get it yourself. Turd, what else does she do for you? You know what I mean? Like, it would bother me, So you can kind of tell people how they are.
I agree with you, Matt.
I have to pause this and smack my kids every now and then, but that's a different story. That's out of respect for you all.
Yeah. I think if you did it online.
Mofo, man. And he's just a good dude all the way around. My wife loves his kid, going to kidnap his kid. I always mess with him. He's not listen, I don't know how he's a detective. He messaged me earlier. I'm sorry, Jeff, I'll put you out there, but I love you. I can do that. He messaged me earlier. He's like, oh, so tonight's the giveaway live, right? The game show live, right? I'm like, no, detective. I've been saying it like 1,000 times. It's the last Thursday of the 29th.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, oh, man. I'm always messing with him. I'm like, how are you a cop? And he's like a decorated cop. So I'm not taking nothing away from him. I mean, I don't know what he was at the time, but he busted some pedo stuff that was pretty serious deal, and that's enough for me. All right, show you what we're saying. I don't know what we're talking about, Sherry. What do you got? My kid keeps coming out with different snakes on. He's got wobble head on him right now.
That must be a spider gene of some sort.
Yeah, he's the spinner. So I'll show a few snakes. I'll ask my son. I'll tell my son what the couple options are, and I'll let him figure out which one he wants to put up for the giveaway next. In case you all don't know, every now and then I do a game show live. So next one's going to be the very next Thursday, and that is the 29th of October at 7 p.m. Central, where we're going to do a live, and somebody's going to have a chance to win a snake possibly. If they win, they can win it, or a shirt, whatever they want to do. So I'll be there. I have an entry video somewhere, and we'll announce the winner. The person has to be live, and we'll announce the winner, and the first person that's live that we announce will play the game. And it's going to be Plinko, but it's going to be Snakeo Plinko because we are snake people. So it'll be a lot of fun. You have a chance to win a couple of different chips. I think you have a chance to win 2 chips, and you answer a few questions to win those chips. And if you don't, you get one. That's what it was. You get 1 chip for free because you're already the winner, and then the second chip you can answer a question right and win a second chance. So that's what we're going to do. Sorry. I'm new to the game show. I'm no Bob Barker. But anyway.
Bob Barker was my babysitter when I was a kid, man. I'd get home sick school, pop that shit and pop it right on.
You're right, dude. Who didn't like that show? I put it on from time to time, although it isn't the same.
Not with what Drew Carey doing it. Nope.
Yeah, and I don't hate Drew or nothing, but it ain't the same.
Mm.
You don't feel like you want to save an animal when Drew says it.
No. I do have a question for you though. Now with this COVID going around, and stuff's going to slow down. It's an election year, and the economy's starting
to slow down until after the election with sales. Yep. It already has. It's always been.
And with the economy down a little bit because of all the unemployment and stuff, do you feel that it's going to affect sales into next year?
No,
not the beginning.
As soon as they lift stuff, it's going to be a tidal wave. So have your stuff ready. This is a fact. This isn't my guessing. I mean, this is history repeating itself a million times over. People are, especially if they release a second stimulus,
that's coming.
Especially if they release it prior to Christmas or even after Christmas, there might even be a third stimulus. Even without the stimuluses, as soon as they release stuff and they say go back, as soon as that happens, there's going to be a tidal wave. Don't tell me a handful of you right now don't have your eye on some stuff.
Oh, everybody's got their eyes on stuff. I do have some information for you though about the stimulus package. I did some research today.
18 people watching during a debate's not bad. I mean, I'm actually kicking myself because I'd like to be watching the debate, but Thursday at 7 is Thursday at 7. President or not president, or vice president or not vice president. Sorry.
They pretty much have everything ironed out for it. They just got to work on the number. And the way it was, both sides were talking today. Nancy Pelosi and the Republicans in there were all talking today, saying that they got it pretty much ironed out. And they talked to Mitch McConnell at the Senate, and he agrees with everything that they have so far. It just takes a couple weeks to write it up, and then they'll have it signed out. And
that's good news. I just watched it.
That was today.
I don't even think about it because like I said, it's not even worth thinking about.
No,
but that will be a boost too, and it won't be here before the election. My guess. I mean, the checks won't be in your pockets before.
I would expect it before Christmas though, so people can use it. I expect people would be using it for Christmas or whatever. I really do. So that's just my opinion.
I don't want to miss any of these chats too. Debate starts at 8. Okay, Central Time. All right, that's what I thought as well, but I wasn't sure. So thank you for that. You sure that ain't Chad on the beach house? Chad, 30 miles away from Stevenson's just about it. Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't want to tell people how bad of a boss I was. It's okay. Hey, you guys want to hear something funny? Sorry, I want to tell you this. Check us out, Andrew. Last live I had, I was talking about, I seen Jamie Davis in here. And I was like, man, I got a cousin. Just started following me on the Facebook. I wonder if that's him. Right? Well, and then I seen Lexi, and I didn't know my niece's last name. And I was like, oh, man, it might be my niece Lexi. So I hang up with it. My cousin TJ messages me on Facebook, and he says, hey, bro, I was watching your live. What colorblind are you? I was like, I did have a cousin watching. And I didn't know he even watched my stuff. He's probably watching right now.
But I was watching it live when you did it.
I would love to do a live with my cousin TJ, my cousin Amy, my Aunt Renee. I love these people as much as I do my own close family right here. And I never got to spend any time with them growing up. And what time I did was like the best time. These people are just awesome. So if you're watching, I'm not kissing your ass. We don't do that in this family. I'd love to have you on one time and show you off to my friends. Have any numbers been mentioned? Has any numbers been mentioned, Andrew?
Yeah, they're talking because they didn't want to do the last one because it was such a small package. It wouldn't have bailed out enough like stores and stuff like that and where people work. So they're talking not quite as much as they wanted, which was like $2 trillion. It'll be like 1.5 to 1.3 trillion dollars.
What the hold up was Trump. The only thing Trump wasn't signing off on, and at this point I could care less, but originally I agreed. He didn't want to be bailing out these cities that allowed stuff to go on for extraordinary amount of time and now costing the taxpayers a gazillion bucks, because now it's the people have to pay for it and the people have to pay for it. And he didn't want to sign off of that. So I guess that's opinion based. I kind of push my opinion there.
Yeah,
So,
no, I agree with that. If you're doing,
but at
you
this
know,
point, just like do whatever you got to do. Take care of whatever
Yep.
city you got to take care of. Get the people.
The main reason was Mitch McConnell wouldn't do it because he didn't like the idea of the small pack. He wanted it bigger than what it is, and it's bigger than it is now. So they're all kind of worked on this and got it down to where they've been in meetings all day today.
I got a question for Sherry. She's a Canadian, correct? Sherry, you're Canadian? It'll take like 20 or 30 seconds for us to see your reply, but I'm curious, are they doing stimulus there? How is it working there?
Oh, that's a good question. I
haven't even thought about that. It's not selfish as Americans are. We don't think about the outside like that, huh? Why did you do that with Fighting McGurkin?
They all chimed in there, didn't they, Uper?
Yeah, they're not doing that.
No.
Not doing that.
So do you have any other questions for me that you wanted to get out?
No, I was just curious, like, I know you had a lot of plans and then you were like, look, I'm done. I got it. It's just everything's going on the way it is. I'm done. And then you're coming back and it seems like you're really going back strong on the colubrids. And from your own videos, you're saying that you really feel like these certain colubrids are really going to be the next thing. And I've heard a lot of that as well. So
the bull snakes, definitely.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that as well. And I like that. But my thing was like, ball pythons is just one of those things that you just don't feel easy about for long term. Like you're feeling like you're not sure, because I know the market of ball pythons is really always going to either be stable or kind of up. I mean, look at the blue-eyed leucistics. I love how their prices bounce back and forth all the time.
Well, see, it bounces back and forth, but then like here's another thing. Someone like you and myself, being a small breeder, it's tough for us to compete with these bigger breeders. I'm serious. I mean, some of these bigger breeders, I've dealt with some of these bigger breeders, and like you'll buy it, like let's just say just a ball python. Let's say you bought like a Mojave, and he's like, it's $200 for the Mojave. You open up the box, there's 5 snakes in the box. I mean, I could never keep up with them people. And then what happens is these people turn around and they're like, well, why am I going to buy from you when I buy from him? Be a little bit more, but get all that stuff.
The funny thing is that 90% of my sales are the people that are just really either just starting to get into it. I don't know, but maybe 1 or 2 people on my YouTube channel at this point have actually even bought snakes from me. The majority of people are just random people that I don't know that seen it on Morph Market and buy. And I spend a lot of time telling people about snakes and stuff like that when they buy. So there are a lot of new people. It's funny. Somebody will never know nothing about a snake and wake up in the morning and see one on TV or see one on a video and just want to buy it. Thousands of people every morning wake up with this. Mm-hmm. Oh, I want one of those. And they start looking. And next thing you know, especially about pythons, they got 100 of them. They don't know how to feed them all. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Oh, yeah. And
it's such a weird thing, but that's really how this thing works. Every morning, somebody wakes up saying, oh, I really want one of those. And I got that money today. Let me start looking into it, So I think it's going to be okay. But I think there's enough for everything. And I think that the colubrids are going to be bigger and bigger as well.
Well, thank you, Chris. And I agree with you. They're a bull snake. I'm going to tell you, Matt, they just found one in Kansas. It was dead, but they found one in a local area. And I personally think that if I lived in the local area where they found this, I'd be out catching every bull snake I could. So that way, because I'm sure there's hets out there that when you breed it together, you'll get scaleless, but they did find one. So that's coming down the road. But here's the deal with the bull snakes. I'm gonna tell you what the big deal is with the bull snakes. Why they're the big thing that's up and coming. Okay. The Chinese are buying as many bull snakes as possible for the pet trade, because there's so many color morphs and all this stuff. You could produce 2,000 bull snakes and have them all gone like that in just a couple days, because bigger people are buying them because they ship them over to China. China's buying them by the truckloads for their pet trade over there. So it's just starting over there.
No sending none of my animals to China.
No,
China. No, I'm kidding. I'd love to go to China. I don't know. Hey, look, there's some things over there that you can only see there. So I want to go.
Yeah. But yeah, oh, you did see that, Matt. Yeah, they did find one, but that's where I'd be. I'd find out where they found that, and then I would go out like in the spring and catch as many bull snakes as you can and raise them up. Because I guarantee you, if there's scaleless ones out there, there's hets out there somewhere rolling around that carry the genetics for it in that area. That's how I think that's how they, do a lot of stuff with color
I don't think we
mutations.
haven't seen anything yet, if I'm being honest. There's recipes that we're going to fall into that are going to be the next thing. But I think a lot of people think the next big thing is what people say is the next big thing.
Yeah.
And I can't, that's the stuff I can't stand when somebody says, oh, this is the next big thing, when it's really not. They just spent a lot of money on it and they really got to get some of their money back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, well, that too.
They just start spreading how big this one thing's going to be.
See here. Now, you take like the colubrids for colubrids. When I first got in and I was doing colubrids, because when I had the pet store, and I was producing colubrids, right? They were like king snakes going for $130 30, 40 years ago. Seriously, like the albinos and stuff when they first came out. Then the price started going down and down and down. Then you couldn't even sell them for $5 a piece. And that's no joke. You couldn't sell them you'd have to sell a whole box for $20. And it was like, well, it's not even paying to buy the food for them anymore. So people got rid of all their stuff. Now the price is going through the roof again. And it's just weird how the trends go up and down like that. Now I don't think the price of colubrids will ever come down again.
But it doesn't go away. The only way it goes away is if we just let it go away, if we mess it all up. Like I made that video the other day. I don't like making a lot of crap videos, but every now and then I see some shit and I'm just like, look, that's what's gonna screw us. Y'all want to run the US Arc to fix this problem, US Arc? How about we fix our own problems by not packing snakes like shit and doing all these things? Once we cut off the shipping, like, we're all out of business. So, I mean, we really need to either do a better job policing ourselves, which I hate. I don't want to tell somebody, look, you stop doing this or that. I don't want to do that. But if you want to be part of the gang, part of the club, then you really got to do certain things the right way. Your animal's health has to be part of that. And we're going to get it screwed for the rest of us. And before, I don't want to interrupt you, but Tyler, learn to clean. They are, dummy. No offense. It's super easy. It's one of the easiest guns to break, rifles, to break down.
I'll tell you what the problem is with the colubrids, like with the king snakes and stuff would happen. When they dropped out and people started getting rid of their collections and stuff, and their collections started breaking up and going out everywhere. Now there's certain things you can't find anymore because nobody has them. And then they can't get them shipped in. They can't go find them no more. They're just non-existent no more. So, and that's the things you don't want to happen with with the other stuff, like the bull snakes and the Pituophis families. There's so many different things out there, and you don't want them to just be gone and then nobody had that mutation no more. And that's what you got to worry about with like the ball pythons. So many people are trying to get into this higher end stuff with the ball pythons, and if you let the little stuff go, you may not be able to get it back because you're not shipping it.
Well, it's pretty soon. I mean, that could happen. That could easily happen. I mean, like I said, I'm always going to be breeding some stuff. I always kind of, hi, honey, you're okay. You won't be in front of the video. It's here.
Hello, Gloria.
Hey there. No, I'm just looking at the rain outside.
Hey there, hundreds of people. No, it's only like 8 people or 18 people, something like that.
Matt from Olympus Reptiles. Yes, but in the article that I read, it told what county it was found in. So I don't know. Kind of narrowed it down to what county. It told what county it was in, and it told what around what area it was. So I think people can still. And you didn't want to say who it was because you know who it was, but I think they could still go out and try to narrow that down some.
Yes, thank you, Chris. I was going to say, Sherry, it's I think my little rant video I did, I put a link down there, and it's not against the person I put the link to. He received the snake like that. I believe he did ship out the material to ship the snake to him, but the whole thing was bad. And then again, I'm not going to say from where I got it from, but I was sent a video today, and I'm not going to make a video about it because I don't want to be like the person making videos about stuff. But again, it was an assist feeding. I wouldn't say assist feeding. I would say it was a force feeding video. Just done very dangerously and not well done. And I've seen this quite a few times too. And people, if you haven't, you want to be careful making those kind of videos. You really do. You can really hurt somebody's stuff. You got to be careful. 1 second, please.
Oh, I apologize, Matt. I realize I read that wrong then. But yeah. But in the article it tells where it's at, and I think, well, number one, I think that's going to cause trouble because, you know, one person going out trying to find this stuff, like if you lived close by or something would be, you know, but if you get hundreds of people out there, it could be detrimental to the environment and to the population of bull snakes in the area. So I guess I should have not said it the way I said it. Like I would be out there thinking other people should go out and do it. No, but I hope you understand what I was saying. But yeah, that's sorry about that, guys. But yeah, that's the thing. But and the Palmetto, I would have to go look. I'm not sure if I've seen that one or not. But Matt, what's your opinion on the bull snakes? Do you think that they're going to take off? I think they're going to take off big time because, you know, the thing is when you buy a bull snake from a breeder, like you could buy like 2 normal looking bull snakes from a breeder, breed them. They've been got so many hets in them now that you never know what you're going to get. It's like Christmas with eggs with the bull snakes. You can get albinos, you can get patternless, you can get well, patternless are more like the gopher snakes, but you can get all kinds of stuff.
Sorry, I had to say goodbye to the wife. She was leaving for work. She had to go in 2 hours early. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry. All right, so did I miss anything? Anybody call each other?
Not that I know of. I was just talking to Matt there for a minute about some of the stuff.
He yelled at me for wearing this shirt. And I'm like, look, I made this shirt. This shirt came this color after having it for 8 million years. And so my wife yelled at me, so I'm supposed to let y'all know that I don't always wear my Long John shirt, but I did today. And it's so nasty, throw it out. I'm like, I'm never throwing it out. It's winter time. She's like, it ain't winter for like another so many weeks. And I'm like, it's winter.
You know what? If I have a shirt and my wife don't like it anymore because I've had it for so long, she'll walk up behind me and just rip it. So it has to go in the trash.
Glad she left before you gave out that tidbit of information.
I'm friends with her on Facebook. I could text it to her if you want.
Yeah, don't text and drive, Matt. Freaking get pulled over. Won't look good for you right now. You cops have been getting a bad rap lately. I mean, just one text in and all of a sudden bumping off somebody's dog, and all of a sudden all dogs' life matter is going to be at your front door trying to burn your house down.
Yeah, no, what I was saying though, Matt, is that I apologize. I shouldn't have probably said go out and try to find them, you know, because I could see a million people running out in the field looking for it, thinking they got the next $1 million snake and ruining everything. But I was just asking if you think that they're going to be big, because like you can go to a breeder and buy 2 normal bull snakes, breed them together. You can get albinos, you can get white sided, because there's so many hets in there. And when people were selling them, they never said nothing to nobody, you know, like they're hets for anything. They were just selling them to get rid of them. But now they're big.
In the hood, huh? Sorry, I've been attacked. Come on. She thinks we're going bye-bye because mom left. Come on. You're not going.
Yeah, so, no. If my Leo jumped on me like that, I'd be on the floor.
Yeah, no, not this one. This one's a goofy little dog for sure. But you know, I was just wondering. I had that question earlier because you got out, you were so definite out, and I wanted to say to you then, but I didn't want to because I didn't know your situation. But I wanted to say to you then, you'll be back. Because you've been doing this way too long not to have some sort of reptiles or something.
Oh, yeah. I never planned to get out of it totally, ever. Now I'm looking at a few other things that I definitely want to really add. They're reptiles, but they're not snakes. More like, you know, I want to get some pure line, really good geckos and stuff that are like simple genetics. You know, nothing real complicated.
Right. LJ, I'm going to read you off a number, and I want you to bring me the snake in said number. Please, my brother. He's my son.
Almost. Yeah, well, drive safe, Matt. Don't.
I think I'm going to let the people have a choice. I think that'll be the best way to go. All right, I need 52020, and it needs to be 9F. Should be on the bottom right. Bottom tag, yep. All right, so I will have to end this pretty soon, and I know we did get we didn't go over a lot of stuff. I know people thought we were going to actually argue and stuff, but we tried to argue. To be honest with you, we were on with each other for about a half hour, and we were trying to argue with each other, but we were both in a good mood about stuff, so it's kind of hard. So it was like it wasn't going to work out. We thought about faking it, but you guys would see right through that.
Clickbaiting. He was clickbaiting.
Yeah, I was clickbaiting.
Yeah. Like I said, bull snakes are definitely going to be is a foreign market. Big. Well, it's big here too because there's a lot of more and more people are getting into them and growing their collection. But the foreign market for bull snakes is huge.
Bring me the one below the 3,000 subscriber giveaway snake.
You have some decent going on?
Please, my brother. Huh?
Is that decent or something?
What?
Like,
What are you asking? My son's acting. We have to stop the show. Hey, there's my cousin Jeremy right there.
Sitting there getting the snake.
Okay. Right.
Oh, never.
I thought about that,
It's delayed, man.
Yeah, decent.
Chris, but the problem is to get the town to go along with it. I had to fight the town twice just for what I have, let alone having like a reptarium next door. But that would be cool. I got a whole, it's a pretty big place next door. I think I could have a reptarium in there, small one, or get a building downtown.
What is that F9?
Well, not.
Yeah. F9 or M9?
It's 9F.
9F? Okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Andrew. I was talking to my son. So these are the two snakes, unless Jeff hits 500 subscribers by next week on this day.
He put a post up on Facebook about it, I believe it was.
He got to put a lot of posts. He got to make videos. I told him, you start tasering people from your cop car, you're going to get the subscribers. But if and this is the time to do it, I guess. But I don't think he's going to make it. So, therefore, when he does, he's going to donate a pretty cool snake to one of these game shows that I do. But you want to hold this one for right now? That way I can show this one. So I'm going to show you two snakes that you're all going to have a choice from. And they are both females, I do believe. I have to double check the sex on them, but I'm not going to do it right this second. And now he's walking away with one. So the first one is going to be this female spider right here. And again, I didn't have a whole lot to be able to pick from this time around. This is a female. She's awesome little eater, super clean.
Later, Matt.
See you later, Matt. Yeah, I got to watch that debate here too pretty soon. Okay, so this is be your one choice for whoever wins. This will be one of your choices. And again, if neither one of these works for you in any projects that you have going on or just suits you or you don't like snakes or whatever reason, you can always opt to get a Going Youper or Fitz Family Constrictors t-shirt, so don't worry. I want to thank everybody still in here, and I know a lot of people got a lot of stuff to do. So that will be your first choice. It's a female spider, just a regular gene spider, and she's super, super clean and nice.
I was just say she's very nice looking.
She's, I know she's hiding right now. I'll try and open her up a little bit. But she's super duper clean with really awesome markings and teardrops. I mean, she's not one of those kind of dusty ones. I've seen a lot of dusty spiders. And I don't see much of a wobble out of her either. I don't want that in the screen just yet. There's slim. All right. Here we go. This is a possible double het pied albino female. She's a little bit heavier. She's probably about, 250 grams or so. Now, as far as belly pattern, she's kind of going in the shed, so it'll be a little bit hard to see. There's some sort of tracking-ish, if you count that. But again, she's a possible double het, so she's a female as well. What's he doing over there?
That's the one you guys want.
But again, whoever wins will have a choice between those two right there. So, and she's a great eater as well. Most of my snakes are pretty darn friendly as well. So when you get them, you don't have too much to worry about. I take all the licking, so you don't have to. that should be my trademark. I take all the bites, so you don't have to.
As you come out bleeding from the face.
Yeah, and again, we can blame Jeff here because I was under. It's actually, I'll take the blame for it. But I thought he was saying that he was going to donate that snake to the next one, and I don't think he realized that my next one was going to be, like for celebrating kind of like Halloween and my birthday and my kids' birthday all October.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Yeah, my son Liam was the 6th. LJ's is tomorrow. Mine's on Sunday. So
my sister's is today. My son's was last week, and my daughter's is next week.
Nice. And well, their grandmother and 2 of their cousins were on the same day, and that was the other day too. I don't remember what day it was.
The 8th.
Yeah, the 8th.
Too many October people.
Yeah, it's a busy one here too. And Gloria's was September, so it was kind of busy. So those will be some choices. And again, if you don't want to take any snakes, you can also opt for like a shirt or some gear or something like that. So somebody will win something. This should be pretty cool. And so it was last minute notice on that. I kind of wasn't sure what I was going to do. And I think I have 2 female that are both 66% pos het for pied albino that you can actually choose from. So there's that as well. So, yeah,
very good choices.
Females. They're females. I put that out there. They are females, and again, they might not work with your projects or whatnot. It is what it is. I got a lot more clutches coming. Everything. I have a few females that should be dropping here pretty soon. I think I got some yellow belly Enchi bananas coming. I've got some more Mojave GHI spiders coming soon. Some hypo stuff. I got some pretty cool stuff coming still. So, and it should just kind of trickle out like that throughout. Hopefully, I actually expected to have a few clutches in there already. They're about 30 days behind my schedule of thought. So it is nature. I can't do anything about it. Sorry, go ahead, Andrew.
No, I was saying I know which one I would take. I would take that.
Well, either one, whatever, whoever wins.
The possible double het one.
Right. And we'll probably send out some more Uber bars. It's colder now. They shouldn't melt up, but we'll probably send out some more Uber bars to some people. I still owe you a Uber bar. But there's coming with another thing. So
yeah.
Wait. It ain't the best chocolate in the world, but it does say Uber on it, which is cool. Everybody thought that I had my own chocolate bars. I don't. They just happen to be named Uber bars. They're made right next to a town right next to mine. Big kind of famous chocolate place. But listen, I want everybody to know that we definitely truly appreciate y'all, and I know y'all appreciate each other. We keep kind of a tight circle, and the more it grows, the better off we are. And I see a lot of news all the time, and I'm super grateful. Super grateful for that.
Yes, I agree. If you got a problem with somebody, just contact them personally and talk it out. Don't be jumping in and doing a video, because that's
don't because you know what, you might be mad at a person, but you're gonna do that video and people are gonna look at you a little differently, and then you're gonna regret doing it. I even regret saying the stuff I said about that turd. You know what I mean?
Well, I know that turd did a video, about you and I, and that video is still out there, even though he took it down. People copied it, and I seen it.
I got a copy of it. You got a
copy of it. Yeah. So it can come back and haunt them someday. So if you got a problem with somebody, it's best just to talk about. Yeah.
It's in our best benefit to help each other. It really always is. It's best for me to give you constructive criticism and try and help the situation. I might end up with one of your snakes one day, so I want it to be in best condition possible. And it's not going to be if I just be like, "Oh, you dummy, you don't do that," and then I don't tell you what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think somebody commented on one of my things the other day on one of my posts where something about my rats chewed through the tub, and this guy's like, "I've been breeding rats for 15 years, and that's never happened to me." And I'm waiting for like, well, what was your trick? Or like, what'd you do? You know, there was nothing else to it. It was just like, just some blatant thing. And I'm like, all right.
I had to go buy tin and rivet it to the tubs on them corners because them cement tubs have that tiny little hole right there where they zip tie them together.
Thank you so much. I can see that stuff now on my screen. And I set up the screen, guys, so that I can see when people do that stuff. Justin, thank you so much. You don't have to do that, man. I always feel funny getting things like that. I appreciate it, though, man.
Yeah. But the tubs have that little zip tie hole in them. And then that rats, once they find the little hole, they start chewing. So what I would do is I always took a piece of tin and I would put it there and rivet it. Get a rivet gun.
I got new tubs now that don't have the hole.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and they work really good. But I'm actually making a rack out of the 5540 tubs. I was able to keep those 40 tubs that they sent me. So I'm making some rat stuff out of them. I don't know how well they do for rats, but we'll see.
I'm not a big fan of breeding rats because I went through the whole thing. Go back and look at my videos, people.
I got the new tubs without the hole, but they are a little bit thicker. So I had to make some adjustments to the rack itself. But
no, but that ain't gonna be too hard to do. And everybody, please go subscribe to everybody.
Yep, for sure. And don't be afraid to tell somebody, if you can private message them if you see something up. But I think we do kind of have to. Iron Dog, you guys better stop. Thank you. It is up to us to kind of police what we do here. And I hope people do it respectfully. The problem is if you put like a label on somebody, say, hey, you know what, Iron Dog? Everybody likes you. Everybody knows that you kind of say how you feel, and they know that you're pretty generous about things and you mean well when you say it. So we elect you as the person that governs if we should do this or we should not do this. It can't be that way. It really just has to be with, hey, look, a discussion. And that discussion's best done with the person that did something that you think might not be the best. Like that force feeding that I seen today. I think it's in my best interest to have a discussion with those people that did that than it is to say something outright. And since
I agree.
didn't know who the breeder was on that shipping box situation, I didn't know who the breeder was, so I couldn't do that in that situation. So I told you all about the video. But we really do have to police ourselves if we want to keep this thing going. And it's in our best interest to work with each other because we might get each other's stuff one day. And there's plenty of pie for everybody. I'm telling you guys right now, nobody buys my stuff from Instagram, from Facebook, from YouTube. They're all people that woke up one morning saying, I really like snakes and I want to get one myself. And they find me. So there's plenty for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. It's there's plenty of room.
Hey, Martinsworth, how you doing? We're all going to get off here so we can go watch the debates if they want to watch the debates. I want to say a special hi to Josh Spartan Reptiles. I'm sure he's working late tonight. He's not here. And to anybody else today that couldn't make it in here, if you watch this later, we were thinking about you, just so you know. Donnie from DEA Reptiles, I didn't expect to see you, even though I've helped you out a gazillion times, and you've made multiple videos telling everybody how you started doing what you're doing because you used to watch my videos. I think you backtracked on that at one point in time, but I'd like to see you again. I think he's working too hard. I love that guy. In case you all don't know, I love Donnie from DEA Reptiles, and when I say that stuff, know that he's like family.
I got a sticker right over here.
He's a good dude, just a good person.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, debate has started. I love you all. Thank you so much for showing up. Andrew, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you come back in.
And we're no problem.
Projects as well.
No problem.
Get out and vote. I don't even care who you're voting for. Just go out there and make sure you vote for somebody.
And accept the outcome of the vote. Don't be trying to start trouble.
Like, how could that hurt? Just accept. Whoever wins, just accept it. You know what I mean? It's 4 years. He didn't get over it, whether it's Trump, whether it's Biden. I've sat through many years of crappy presidents that I didn't like. We can do this. just accept it. Let's get through it and be people again.
And move forward, yeah.
Take it from me, a snake guy that don't know much about nothing. All I know is it'd probably be best for all of us. All right, guys, take care. Exquisite Exotics, thank you. Sherry, thank you. Justin from my animal house, Chris, Shad, Exquisite Exotics. I said you twice. You're not getting any shout outs for any more than that. Sherry, I said your name twice. Martin's Morphs. Gosh, J-Dog was in here. Justin, Mr. J, love that guy. Another guy. I got something special for him coming up soon, too. So we'll talk about that more in another video. Join me next week, 9 o'clock for the game show. If you want to be a winner, that is. All right, everybody.
Peace.
Peace. Love you all. See you. Bye.